The movie's starting. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Movie Starting podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris.
I am your other host, Jeremiah.
And today we're joined by...
8-Bit Glitch 79, or also known as Sean.
Hey!
Welcome,
New blood.
Hello.
Hint, hint, hint.
Fresh fish.
You didn't tell me you came out of prison. 8-Bit's picked kind of an awesome movie for us to watch tonight. One of my personal favorites. I'm pretty sure it's one of
and a weird, also kind of a weird movie to start a franchise on when you think about it. You know,
and then the titles just get all crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, what movie did you pick for us to watch today?
We picked the amazing First Blood, the first Rambo.
I mean, come on. You like regular?
I was really hard in this movie, you know, and I think it did a good job, you know.
So why are we watching First Blood today, sir?
All right, so I'm obviously a kid of the 80s. 80s action movies were like the cornerstone of growing up. Arnold, Stallone, Chuck Norris, all those guys. And then later on, Van Damme got in the mix and Seagal near the end. But Stallone was always my favorite and is always my favorite. He's kind of, I don't really like to pick celebrities as idols or anything like that, but Stallone really kind of is that for me.
He's kind of a Renaissance man too when you think about it. I mean,
writer, director,
painter as well. Yeah.
And coming from like nothing, and you know the whole story about the Rocky script, you know, living in the car thing and trying to push it and be it. Yeah. So
yeah, no, it was originally called.
That's a big reason.
Yeah, originally the porn was called A Party at, I think, Kitty and Studs.
Yep.
And I hunted it down because I'm like, all right, there is a movie in which Sylvester Stallone gets nude. I had to see this, and I am a straight man. I mean, let me just put that. And I scoured to find this, and I found it. And let me just say, Stallone manscaping. Look it up.
Basically, it looked like Homer's head popping out of a bush.
It looked like Woolly Bully. You know, it had two big horns and a woolly jaw. Woolly Bully, you know. Yeah. So yeah, First Blood. Also, like, you know, I would almost make the argument too that this isn't really so much an action movie as it is like kind of a drama.
It's like a drama thriller.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about what happened to this movie during production while we're watching the movie.
Yeah.
But there are stories, and it changed the way things got done in Hollywood. Shall we just get this party started?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get going. I mean, what are you waiting for?
Go for it.
Okay, so this is a commentary track podcast. We hope you watch the movie with us. It'll make more sense that way. Logic. Yeah. The movie is actually streaming on AMC Plus, but it is available in every frickin' format. Sean here should know he's watching it on his PSP, which is kind of awesome. Okay, so we have the movie queued up before the opening titles begin, and I am pressing play now. It's sad music.
Mario Casero. Yeah, that's the one.
Kachoff.
Yeah, what did he do anything else?
I want to say he did the first Beverly Hills Cop.
He did Weekend at Bernie's.
He did the first Beverly Hills Cop.
No, that's a different guy. That was the guy who did Geely. We did
Jennifer. No. It's okay. They rebooted that too.
Which one?
Their romance.
Oh, right. And the another movie he did. Right, it was the follow up to this, and I think I've mentioned it on the show before. Uncommon Valor. It's the one with Gene Hackman and Reb Brown and Patrick Swayze and Randall Tex Cobb, where they go back into Vietnam to save like.
Oh, wasn't that called Mexican Action?
Oh no! This is a ragtag.
Rambo First Blood Part 2?
This is a ragtag group of people. And I mean, it was made in '83, so technically it beat both of them. But yeah, also, and I forget if it's. I've been looking down at my phone. I forget it said this was actually based off of a book by David Morrow.
Significantly different,
and also it takes place, I think, in like the South, like in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think is whereas this takes place in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, this is like Oregon.
Yeah.
I guess the book is he kills everybody.
Yeah,
Where this he doesn't, except for the accidental death.
Yeah, because I mean, at its heart, this is really about PTSD.
Yeah, this is a whole.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
one of those things that, like, when I was a kid watching this, like, I've said I don't know how many fucking times on this podcast that I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies, but like violent action movies were fine. Because no one was getting murdered with a razor glove or an axe, unless you're watching Commando. But like, I watched this when I was a kid, and like, obviously the PTSD stuff just like goes right over my head because I don't know about this kind of stuff, So like, I remember I liked it. I didn't think it was the most exciting because it was the way my parents described this to me is it was an action movie, and you say action movie to me in 1985, and I'm like. Commando, anything with Arnold, Terminator,
the Rambo sequels,
So like I remember watching this. I think it was on cable, and I was like, it was okay. It was just boring.
Yeah, well, it's because
it's more of a drama than an action movie. I mean, it's trying to say something.
Because even the action in this is not like, hey man, we can get behind this action.
No, it's like watching this guy try to survive in the wilderness. Kind of thing. And like I just thought the whole idea behind this movie was. The cops were mean to him, and now he's going to kill the cops. Yeah. I didn't really think it was like, this thing snaps in his head, and he has like a flashback, and next thing you know, he thinks he's back in Vietnam.
Well, and even this was kind of the thing that they're talking about here was something that was kind of new that they didn't realize was the how a lot of the Agent Orange and shit was giving what was giving them cancer, was giving the soldiers because that's what they talk about. His
another
friend,
thing that just completely goes over my head when I was a kid.
Yeah,
but then I remember I watched this in my early 20s because. I can't remember what movie I watched, and they brought this up in it. And I was like, I haven't watched at least the first one in like 10 years or something. Yeah. And I watched it, and I was like, holy shit. Like, this movie's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This part here where he's talking, giving the names of his fellow, platoon or whatever.
Yeah.
Other members. They're actually just names of people on the set, like the makeup artist. Stuff like that.
There's usually like, most movies, you see like a name of a product on a wall or something like that, or like... Yeah. It's always like a name of a person on the
crew. Or even like family photos in the background. That's usually the cast, or that's usually the crew.
But like, I also think that, I mean, Stallone's not a bad actor.
No.
I mean, watch Copland. Yeah. But I mean, this is also one of his better performances, I think, too.
And the funny thing he was not the first choice. Jeff Bridges, I know, was in talks to play this.
That would have been a completely different movie.
Yeah. And there were several other contemporaries of his.
I think it was actually I mentioned Chuck Norris. He was one. Clint Eastwood, Steve McQueen, even because they've been trying to do this movie for 10 years. Yeah. Because the movie rights were sold to the book in '72 when the book came out.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get it made, but everybody thought it was too violent.
It took Mr. Nighthawks to get it made.
Yeah.
I think Al Pacino was offered it, and he thought he wasn't Rainbow wasn't crazy enough. He said,
"Hey, all I wanted was something to eat."
Yeah,
I don't know why.
You want to play around? All right, well, let's play.
But like, I think Stallone was the right choice.
Yeah,
I just kind of wish that they didn't make any sequels to it.
Yeah. Well, it's because Rocky was so fucking huge at the time.
Got to have all the franchises. Yeah. Everything's got to be a franchise.
And it's like, essentially Rocky's what got him this role because he was a huge star because of Rocky. And I think I want to say this came out the same year as Rocky 3. Yeah. And so at that point he's a phenomenon, And here it begins, the hassling.
Like, does he look like a transient? No.
I know, that's the thing too. He's like the cleanest.
He just looks like a guy that got off the bus.
Yeah, he's the cleanest looking homeless I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't like your hippie hair. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and like wearing that. I know he gives him like wearing that flag on that jacket. Says something. All this stuff.
Yeah, it says I fought for the country.
Yeah. Well, and the thing I remember, there's the thing in the book where Brian Dennehy's character in the book is actually supposed to be
kind of like an anti-American kind of guy.
Well, no, he's a Korean War veteran. Like that's the whole thing is that he was a veteran of the Korean War, and it's basically showing kind of the different attitudes and the different ways people perceive them. Whereas he had, like his war experience was far different than Rambo's, and so like he's kind of like I don't understand why you're acting this way because I fought war and the war I fought we were fine and and basically it's just like this sort of this weird dynamic that of kind of dueling philosophies that each one of them have.
Yeah.
Which
is interesting because my dad is actually a Korean War vet. He's older, and so he actually was in the Korean War. So he actually kind of related to this in a bit because he understood what the Vietnam vets he told me were going through. You know, it's just how they were perceived in that time coming back, especially the hippie age. You know, that's what really kind of did it.
My dad dodged the draft.
Yeah.
He was a teacher.
Yeah. My dad was 4F because he had I think he had a club foot. So
Now my dad was like an associate teacher at the college he was going to school at. He was like he was like the teacher's pet kind of guy. So he was like a teacher. So they gave him a pass.
Yeah, and it's funny too because when you look at it, this whole movie, this was a completely different movie. All he would have just let him do was just
let him walk through town.
Grab a bite. He wanted to eat. He wanted to. If you would have just let him eat, and he would have moved on.
You'd still have a town, sir.
Yeah.
And a David Caruso.
Yeah. One of his very first movies. Yeah.
So the thing I wanted to talk about with this was this movie originally was about 2.5 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
And Stallone saw the first cut, and he wanted his name. He wanted them to cut him out of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He hated it. Absolutely hated it. He thought it was he's like, this is going to ruin my career. Yeah. This is the worst goddamn movie. Cut me out of the goddamn movie. Or at least cut as much as you possibly can of me out of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they went back and re-edited the movie, and it revolutionized the way that these kinds of movies are edited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all of the stuff,
he actually likes this one, he said, out of all of them.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. But like they keep enough stuff in there so you get to know him. You get to know, I mean, like he's developed properly and all that. You get to see all of his skills and in play and all that kind of stuff. But it mostly focuses on the cops.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really think about it. Stallone's only in the movie for 40 minutes.
And here's the thing: is that he's really the villain in this. I mean, the protagonist. It's much like
he's like an anti-hero.
Yeah, well, it's much like the way that in the play and in the movie Dracula. Yes, Dracula's the protagonist, but Dracula's still the villain. Yeah. And whereas Brian Dennehy, he's the antagonist, but he's the sheriff. He's running the town. Yeah, he's running the town the way he wants to run.
Does he take it too far? Yes.
Yeah.
Does he overreact right here? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, this was a common. I mean, this is. No, I would say this is still kind of a common thing with overzealous cops.
Oh yeah. Going back to the original cut of it, I would love to see what was cut. I would love to see that 2.5 hour long.
I just want to see what made Stallone say this movie's going to
ruin my career. I don't want to be in this movie.
Yeah, what was going to ruin his career? What was so bad about it that it was going to kill his career?
The man was in a porno.
Yeah. And Death Race.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Death Race. Death Race is awesome.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they cut all the porno scenes out.
Yeah.
Jacking off in the forest and stuff. It's a survival tactic. I gotta keep warm.
I'm gonna go have a party with Kitty,
It burns calories.
Oh, and by the way,
there he is, that ginger bastard.
Yeah, but the asshole cop who's sitting behind the desk, that's the same guy from Blazing Saddles. Like,
oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I didn't really notice before.
I didn't. Yeah. I never noticed that. Yeah.
Like David Caruso in the back. I'm going to be an asshole when I grow up. Yeah. And I'm going to take my glasses off for a living.
Yeah! Oh man. Yeah, he went from this to.
He was a nice guy back in the day, but something happened. Something happened along the way.
I was just thinking he went from this movie straight to Twins. Oh, by the way, R.I.P. Ivan Reitman.
Oh yes.
Oh no, Hudson Hawk.
Oh, he was in Hudson Hawk.
Yeah, he's one of the assassins in Hudson Hawk. He's the blind one.
I haven't watched that in so long.
Or something. Everyone had a candy bar name, and he was Snickers.
I just remember the guy. I just remember the guy from the dark-haired guy who always plays a cop, and he's in Pam and Tommy. And then like the big guy who was Zangief.
Oh yeah, he was the dum dum. Yeah, he's always playing a dum dum because he looks like a dum dum.
Oh, this is so. This is also a red flag. If
you done fucked up, pigs.
Yeah.
This is going to be another one of those movies like Seven where I end up just sitting here watching it.
I mean, come on. Don't be so greedy and lazy with your comments, man.
Honestly, there's not a lot to make fun of in the movie. We normally find stuff to rag on, but there's really not a lot to
I mean, look how gingery and pale his hand is. You can see through it.
Look at he got his teeth fixed at some point too, because he's got a big ass space in his teeth. He's so wide eyed and youthful.
I know.
So innocent.
He's got smooth baby skin.
Rainbow.
What is a baby's bottom? And then cocaine.
John Jay.
John Jay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
kind
of
like complaining about him having the American flag on his jacket. They got it on their fucking uniforms.
Yeah, well, it's different. But I love how in the sequel,
like fucking douches.
Yeah, I love how with the exception of David Caruso, he's the one that's like trying to be like, and he's even the one that's like he's the one that sees like red flags, like okay, hey guys,
like he's a little antagonistic.
Yeah,
he's a little agitated.
But I do love how in the sequel they make it out to where his ethnicity is German and Indian. Yeah. So, because when I see Stallone, that's what I think of.
I definitely think now.
Yeah, I like a wiener switch once in a while. What's wrong with that? I have a couple of Heinekens, you know.
I kind of wish they showed his dad and.
Oh yeah, then like the later ones,
the fourth one.
But he was already dead. Yeah. So.
It would be interesting to see what they would cast as his father.
Well, like, are they? I forget because did they say they were going to do another one?
They never said that they're not.
Okay, because I mean, they imply that maybe he's dead,
I don't think the last one was a very big hit. At all.
And really, there was only one scene I liked, and it was after he killed that guy, cut his head off, and then just dumped. You just see him driving, he just like holds the head outside the window and just dumps it on the highway.
See, right here, they should have been like, okay, you know what?
Well, even that's the thing. Even David Caruso even
like,
says
Jesus
it's like something's not right.
The guy with the hose is like, what?
I left this here for you guys. Oh, he must be a pirate. He's got a sunken chest.
Wow. I heard a really shitty joke about the halftime show.
Oh yeah.
So I heard that 50 Cent played.
He did?
Or 50 Cent rapped during the halftime show.
Yeah.
He played after 2 quarters.
Oh. Oh. Hey, for those of you who want
this isn't that porno, Jerry?
Yeah, you want it? Stallone's ass.
Swap my disc out?
Yeah.
Even that guy with the hose is like, this ain't cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I love how they're basically just setting that guy up so you'll be happy when he dies. Spoilers.
I want to be honest. Like, I don't think they really go through this much effort when they first arrest somebody.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, this is like going into prison, not like a holding cell for.
Clearly, they've got a lot of time on their hands. Like, this is probably one of those cities that probably. It's probably a city that has like quotas on tickets and shit too. So.
Yeah. Don't worry about soapy stuff.
And believe me, there's other places he should be shaving. I've seen it.
La bouche.
So who uses a fucking straight razor like that? So Kevin,
he's got like 2 days worth of stubble. It ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Jason Statham always looks like that. You don't see anyone jumping in with a razor.
I mean, I guess he's a little more expendable.
That's fucked up.
Here we go.
I felt that in my kidneys.
Yeah. So in the book, one of the things too is in the book, during all this shit, he's completely nude.
Yeah.
You know, like, essentially, he runs into the forest naked. Like I remember that being a big thing.
He does steal the bike, so he's on the bike naked.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
and I think he gets the razor and like slices the shit out of the guy.
Yeah, as I said, I think
he
there's
breaks Caruso's arm or something.
Well,
no, he the nose. When he elbows the guy, the last guy on the way out, he like actually hit him.
It's like, well, a gunshot. I better go see what's. I better unlock this door. Yeah.
Oh, let me just.
Oh no!
Oh,
how did this guy get the drop on me?
You can't. Oh God, I'm such a worthless cop.
Yeah, Stallone after he goes, I know kung fu.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, look at that shitty ass.
Boom! There. He's like.
Yeah, that's the guy that gets his nose broken.
Yeah. So when he's had the bandage on later, that's like real. Yeah. So in the book, he's like running naked through the street.
Yeah. During all this, he's supposed to be nude.
That should have been the scene, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the retake. They're like, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, that was what got edited out.
Yeah. The CGI pants on him.
I'm supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk and get into an accident.
He's getting another ticket.
I don't think that was Stallone.
His hair was too feathered.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at that's definitely not
like
Stallone.
Man. That looks like a guy wearing a whip.
Yeah, the hairline.
About to rip off.
Because like the hairline is completely off.
Holy shit! It's Dante's Peak over there.
Yeah. To drive this bike through lava.
Hey, if Chris Pratt can do it in a Jurassic World movie,
yeah.
Can do it in the first one.
Oh, that was brilliant. They did that so you wouldn't see his face.
Oh,
yeah, the wheelie. Yeah.
It's high def rooms, everything.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not on a rig.
Yeah.
You can tell that the bike was a little bit off the ground. He didn't obey that stop.
It's corruption in law enforcement. It's a good old voice. Never mean
It's Boss Hog.
Damn you, Duke boys. Oh. Yeah. Fucking up that guy's field.
Yeah.
He's planted the sod.
Trees, my only weakness.
See, this is where I wouldn't be a good cop. At that point, I'd be like, screw it.
Nature sucks.
Let's just write this up as boys will be boys.
I love how he's like willing to like completely trash his fucking car.
Yeah. He's gonna get his man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He teased his own undoing in this movie. So.
Oh, Brian Dennehy. Oh, she is?
She was in the Next Generation episode where Picard gets turned into a Borg.
Okay.
She's the girl trying to fight Riker over his She's not a bad actress.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And down you go.
It was trying to decide if it wanted to flip over or not. It gave itself a minute.
My mag light.
The only tool I ever need.
I always love the story that Patton Oswalt talks about Brian Dennehy, like when they were there was, I forget what movie that it was sort of like a rap party, and they had all this there's like this buffet of like shrimp and all this food and everything, and all the the main stars couldn't eat it because they can't eat that stuff because otherwise they'll lose their star bodies. And so Patton Oswalt and Brian Dennehy are at it, and Brian Dennehy's like just loading up his plate, looks over at Patton Oswalt, he's like, "Isn't it great being a character actor?" So yeah. I'm sure he was probably a fucking fun and hilarious guy and a great guy to be around. Because anytime you ever see him in something, it just looks like he's having the time of his life.
I just realized, too, before you came over, I was watching FX.
With him and Brian Brown. Yeah.
I was watching that. And I turned it off about 20 minutes in because I was like, oh, Jeremiah's coming. I should get going. But yeah, I haven't seen that movie since it was on cable in the 80s all the time. It's been
Jerry Orbach.
Just don't watch the sequel.
Oh, yeah. Remember, like, the weird, like, robot male prostitute? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, at the beginning, like, the weird trans robot prostitute thing.
Yeah, for the horror movie.
Yeah.
I saw that. I like FX so much. I begged my parents to take me to see the sequel in the theater. My parents did that whole thing when it was over. It was like, don't ask us to do anything for at least a month.
I do like, it wasn't this kind of in the scene that we just saw, like, I do like how, like, they go through, like, you see him looking around, it's like, what can I use? Yeah. You know, they do a really good job of showing, like, okay, this is a guy who knows how to survive. Yeah.
I read that he actually made that on set with a piece of that they had, and then that was the only one they had, so they had to be careful with it through the whole making of the movie, so that it would be in continuity, it wouldn't be ruined and stuff.
Yeah, which is funny because something that we're coming up on it. They really could have torn and broke the shit out of it. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Which when we get there, I'm sure we all three know the thing to watch for in that scene.
Yeah. And it's not his bush dong.
No.
I think what really I like about this movie is just the showing of the survival skill kind of thing and stuff. Like before that, like action movies was just action. It's like yeah.
Well, I really do love the Jerry Goldsmith
I was just gonna
score
say the
on
music
this.
in this movie is fantastic. Jerry Goldsmith, like I've always been a film score fan since I was a little kid. And Jerry Goldsmith's probably my second favorite composer.
No, this is another. The guy with the dogs was actually more important in the book than in the movie because he's supposed to be the guy who raised Brian Dennehy's character, and so he's sort of like his father type figure, like and so that's why which I don't know if that was
at some point.
Yeah, I don't know if that was part of it.
Personally, time to get some venganza.
Yeah. And I actually have the replica knife from 2, and it has a compass.
My dad had that knife.
Yeah.
He never even touched the matches and stuff that were in the hand.
It
was still wrapped in plastic after he died. I found it in the basement in his filing cabinet, and I found it, and the matches still were in the plastic bag in the handle.
I mean, it was like the fishing line and the razors, and but I have the replica from Part 2, the one that has the black on it, so it can so you can be stealth with it. And then I have the Bowie knife he has from Part 3. This is back when I had a disposable income when I was in high school.
Oh, God.
I would just buy shit like this.
Hey, don't talk to me about disposable income. I got the fucking Clan McLeod sword right behind me. It's like, is this the movie where Rambo sets his side on fire? That's probably the only part of Part 3 I like.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that too, because he has to
That's the only part where I was like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
That's a survivalist thing coming back again.
Yeah.
I always love how Hot Shots Part 2 makes fun of Rambo Part 3.
I will say I do like Part.
Yeah. There's a lot of life wasted in Part 4.
A lot of almost foot diameter holes blown in people.
Yeah. So this is it, right? Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So watch Stallone's reaction. It is not fake.
When he hits the branch?
Yeah, he legit actually breaks his ribs on this. Mm-hmm. He insisted. The thing was, it was just a stuntman, and he insisted on doing this.
Dude, don't. This always gives me anxiety watching this shit.
And here's this asshole.
Hey, Spider-Man does. It just jump over the helicopter.
Which now.
Ooh.
Yeah. But no, I do think, sidebar, I do think it was kind of funny that he came out and said that, and a bunch of other little people actors like, dude, shut the fuck up. It means work for us. Hey, he's cliffhanging. He's a cliffhanger.
Oh,
Oh.
So when he starts destroying properties, that make him a demolition man?
Oh. Foreshadowing.
How am I gonna climb this mountain? You got to get over the top.
Yeah. Well, one of the other things too, and this is actually true, is that Sylvester Stallone's had a crippling fear of heights, and I think Cliffhanger actually is the movie that got him over it.
I'm not going fucking overboard.
Yeah.
Even the pilot's like, what the fuck?
I'm saying when you're gonna tell me what to do.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Rambo.
Yeah.
That's like the thing is like every time I watch this, I'm kind of like, you guys do this to yourself.
So, yeah.
You do this to yourself.
All you had to do was leave him alone.
Yes. And they're just constantly egging him on.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What do you think he was gonna fucking do? You know? He needs some fucking mental help.
Yeah. So wait for it. Here it comes.
He's like, oh shit!
Yeah.
His reaction
Crazy,
is
man.
genuine.
That's crazy.
Is it right? There.
Yeah.
He actually broke his rib.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, like that's not acting. That's him. Like, I just fucked my shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I have the book. If you ever read his book, he did a book where half of it's like his workout and the diet regimen kind of thing. But the first half is he talks about his whole career and all these different movies and different things that happened to him. And one of them was when he was training for, he was doing Rambo 3, but he was also training for Rocky, one of the Rockies. I don't know if it was, what was that, would be 4?
Four. Actually, no, that would probably have been 5.
Maybe 5.
He was covered up the whole time.
Yeah.
But he was training with somebody, I can't remember who, not an actor, some trainer guy, and they were kind of getting competitive, and he ended up ripping his pectoral muscle, Stallone. That's before shooting Rocky.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But he's done a lot of crap like that.
Well, he has
this poor bastard.
He does kind of have a long history too of getting hurt when he says, "Oh, I want to do my own stunt."
Yeah.
Because
after the second or third time it's happened, you might want to stop.
Because like in this, he breaks his rib in this. In Rocky 4, he told Dolph Lundgren to just punch him.
Yeah, and he got a concussion.
When he got a concussion, he broke his sternum, and it nearly caused his heart to swell. And because bear in mind, Dolph Lundgren. And he's also a black belt, martial artist and like karate champ and all this shit. And then in Expendables, when he has the fight with Steve Austin, he insisted on, I want to do or throw me through the wall. And Steve Austin threw him through the wall, and he broke his neck. And so
wasn't it like he was in the hospital at the same time Schwarzenegger is getting the heart?
I don't think it was the heart. I think it was the shoulder. It's all shoulder surgery, and they both were like, they were side by side. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so Stallone frequently gets injured on set.
Like Stallone, just say no.
Yeah, it's all about realism. So,
it's all like divine.
Like you're really, really hurt now.
Yeah. I realized after the fact that I should have said no.
Yeah. Cheese and rice.
He was taking pot shots at him while he was hanging off of a mountain.
And then what they're about to do is. Really kind of a very big misstep in police protocol whenever he tries to give himself up. Yep. Gotta get that suture.
That is nasty.
He's showing off his ripped tricep.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder if he did a bunch of push-ups like Vin Diesel did.
See what Hugh Jackman would do before we would do a shirtless scene in the X-Men movie, and he would like run around the room and do a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups and shit.
Well, and that's fucked up too, because he essentially just dehydrated himself to get that like amazing or that veiny look. Yeah.
What's about that?
What's that?
Speak clearer.
That's what I expected to be like. What's that? Can you say it again? Stop! Did you break your jaw? You're mumbling.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Jeez, like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, like literally he's on.
He's
got his hands.
It was an accident. The guy fell out of the fucking helicopter.
Hands are in the air, and they
take pot shots at him.
Must be Kenosha.
Shit.
Topical. It's one of those.
Jeremiah, you done did it. We're getting canceled.
Is one of those officers' last name Rittenhouse?
Oh.
You know, he's the victim. So,
fuck that. And then has the balls to tell Biden, learn your facts before you start condemning people or whatever it was. I'm like, fuck you, you little spoiled piece of shit.
Yeah.
Look at that gap in his teeth. You got that shit fixed.
And now, oh shit.
CSI Miami ain't got time for no gaps in your teeth.
I knew there was something about that cat.
Oh, he done fucked up.
That was not me farting.
Oh.
I was just trying to shake the numbness out of my legs.
And farting.
No.
It's one man. What can he do? How can he change the world?
Send me back to Vietnam, I'll show you. I'll take out those damn pesky Russians. Jesus! Look at the fucking redhead hate going on in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah!
Oh. And I love how now you see he's added camouflage to his little poncho.
It's called blood.
Yeah. Well, no, the trees and like the branches and like the pines.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you didn't have that bar of lipstick that Schwarzenegger had in Commando?
Yeah. I like you, Sully. Let's do you last.
I'm still looking forward to the day when somebody wants to watch that movie.
I thought we had somebody.
No, we did, but never. He lives in up north.
Nah.
Damn.
I was gonna say I think morale's pretty.
Why get all crazy with the bitches?
I was gonna say I think it's not really gonna help morale with the troops here.
Yeah.
We're doing a fucking illegal thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Someone's got a lighting rig up there.
Dog for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Quote the Patriot: "A dog is a fine meal."
The pitch black.
Yeah.
They're on the planet after the sun sets, and it's supposed to be pitch black, and Vin Diesel's running through that chasm.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, for this
backlighting
planet that's supposed to be plunged into nothing but darkness, there's a lot of floodlights around.
Your name's Scarecrow.
That tricky son of a bitch.
And I love this.
I know he sent 2 dogs. They got killed. And he's like, "Oh, I got one left. I must have just said."
Well, but he killed that last one with his bare hand.
Dog to the slaughter.
Possibly the knife, but
He's gonna be eating good tonight.
Yep.
See, you could have given him a burger.
Yeah, but now he's eating
still have your
dog.
damn dogs, and you wouldn't have a fucked up leg. And a dead deputy.
Dead beauty.
Tourniquet. That'll save his life. Tourniquet. Still not going to be able to walk on that fucker.
He was fucking those dogs.
Oh.
Maybe he's just like the Rancor trainer in Return of the Jedi.
Like, that didn't look like Danny Trejo. Hey, Disney Plus people, we want more Danny Trejo in our Star Wars. Make it happen.
Yeah.
And my brother ran into him at his taco place in California.
He actually has a taco place?
Yeah, he owns a taco restaurant. It's called Trejo's Tacos.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
My brother tried to get there for the opening, but it was too crowded, but he ended up going there a couple weeks later, and he said that Trejo was actually there, like, overseeing stuff, and he talked to him. He said he's the nicest guy.
Yeah, no, he seems like it. Yeah. I mean, the guy was a freaking, at one point,
he was in jail.
Yeah, well, he was a rehabilitator, but he was trying to get former convicts on the right track and stuff. So.
He said he's also not the way you would expect him to be. He's actually kind of like shy and soft spoken.
Yeah. I don't believe that for a second. Suspense is terrible.
Hope it'll end. Oh, Willy Wonka.
I remember, like, this scene, just as a kid, this scene disturbed me. Like the thing with the bungee sticks and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh.
It's like Arnold stole this technology for Predator.
Oh, yeah.
This guy gets fucked up.
Oh, no, that's Caruso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Caruso just, drops down like a load. He's like, yeah, mommy.
In Wisconsin terms, he's a total chode.
Oh, mommy. Hope he's not hiding.
Yikes!
Right in the junk.
Yeah, right.
God, Caruso, you load. Yes, Mitch is a bitch.
And we're just talking about Danny Trejo. This is the exact same thing that happened in Predators, where they made Danny Trejo like the lure to bring everyone close.
Help me. Like, he trick somebody into shooting somebody else? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I like how they got the rain shower caps on for their heads.
Yeah.
You
just jumped off of a mountain. I
enchanted back. How do you know? I guess he dislocated his shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, right. I think, here it is. This part.
Yeah, just always. He goes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit made him shoot. My shoulder hurts. And my wound hurts. And then.
That guy always.
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
My dick. You stabbed my dick.
Love this. It's like. You just see him take him out from behind. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, at least he wasn't hiding.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is pull that out, buddy.
Leave it in there for now. I mean, it sucks. It sucks a whole lot.
But it's what's keeping you alive.
You don't want to bleed out.
And yet, what does he do here? I think he does.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, look where one of those is positioned. It's totally in his dick.
Oh, guess who's bleeding out tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
You did, honey. Save those tears. We need hydration.
John?
That's some old bullshit.
It's not what it looks like.
I'm not into auto asphyxiation.
Yeah, is that the guy from NXS? No.
Oh, Michael Hutchison.
Oh, shit. What was his name?
Here.
Oh, Michael Hutchison.
No, the guy that played Bill in Kill Bill.
David Carradine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you all you believe, bitch.
Will believe. Let it go. Let it go.
Just so happens my wife's name is Elsa.
Brian Dennehy's pants are full of piss and shit.
Yep.
I might have messed
Dude,
up a little bit.
I don't know. After that, I would be like, okay, I'm done.
I might have made a little bit of the boom boom in my pants. I done did piss myself. Good call. Okay, have we now learned our lesson with the helicopter? And then that doctor from Leviathan shows up, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, then the guy who plays the county or the state
Death Ship showed up.
The guy, yeah, this guy, he's the rapey hillbilly from Deliverance. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Interesting note on him too is that he was originally going to play the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, and Kubrick couldn't. He decided to recast him because he's like, I can't see you as anybody other than the rapey hillbilly from Deliverance.
Yeah, they made the right choice.
Yeah.
I will gouge out your eyes and skull fuck you. I remember when I first saw that movie too. That was one of those things where like I didn't really get what was going on, but I was kind of making fun of it because I'm like, oh, he's swearing, he's saying bad things.
Yeah.
I remember when he said, "I'll gouge out my eyes and skull fuck you," and I remember I go like, who talks like that?
Drill sergeants. But yeah, Bill McKinney was his name, and he unfortunately is no longer with us. I think he died back in 2011. He's also the villain in one of my favorite westerns, Outlaw
Silverado.
Well, actually, I do like, but no, Outlaw Josie Wells.
Oh yes, I just watched that the other night.
He's Captain Redlegs. I forget his actual character. I just remember him always being referred to as Redlegs.
The only reason I brought up Silverado is because I watched it over Christmas break. It was on TV when I went to visit my mom for Christmas.
Hey,
I haven't seen this movie in like 20 years.
It made Kevin Costner's career.
Jeff Goldblum's too, right?
Yep.
No.
Well, he was already in the. Well, it's the whole.
Come on, dude. He was already in Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. So I mean,
and Death Wish. Yeah. Don't jive with us, Mama. You know what we want.
Hey. Zaddy.
Speaking of rapey,
hey, I died from a broken arm.
Oh, yeah.
I expired from a broken arm.
Oh god,
the movie's the worst. It's
awesome, the best,
but it's awesome. The movie's the worst.
The awesome. Worst best.
Yes. It's like some people say Troll 2. I say Death Wish 2.
But this is another thing too. They kind of point out in the book, more so than in this, is that he never really had. Yeah, Troutman. It's not like he had like a personal relationship with Rambo. He was more like just some guys talking on a loudspeaker whenever he was trained, whenever they were being trained. And it's really kind of true. Like he actually is in the book. He's there to cover up his own ass, to cover his own ass, and like make sure that we put a lid on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
I guess Kirk Douglas was supposed to play Troutman, but I guess he didn't want to do it or something. So they hired Crenna, and like the day before filming.
Which guy?
For Troutman's part,
Who did you say?
Colonel Troutman. It was supposed to be Kirk Douglas.
Okay.
Oh.
But he didn't want to do it, and they hired Richard like a day before shooting started.
Although I could definitely see Kirk Douglas going, I didn't train him to do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's getting trained to eat what a billy goat can puke. Ignore weather. He's got to do this.
That look on his face is like, I might have shit again.
Yeah.
I just pushed out a little brown pebble. And he's got that whole Wilford Brimley thing going on where he looks way older than he actually is.
Brian Dennehy.
Yeah.
Oh, this part.
What was it?
I want to say
was 20 years younger
the
than
scene
everybody
though.
in Cocoon.
This scene is boring because it's a bore.
Wow.
Also, he wasted a lot of that bore.
You might have already eaten it.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeremiah, how dare you?
Come on. It was right there. Someone had to do it.
How dare you, sir?
His little warning alarm here.
Gotta give him credit, man.
Yep.
He's got it all thought out. But like I said, I want to say the stuff that they cut out was probably just stuff of him doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just at great length. And he's probably like, this is boring as fuck.
Yeah. It's boring as fuck.
So you go from like a 2.5 hour cut to a 93-minute cut. Sometimes that's a lot of times that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I still want to see that 2.5 hour cut of Hellraiser 4.
Is that's the one in space?
Yeah. Yeehaw!
Special forces, we teach our people to stay alive in the line of duty.
Oh, burn!
He said duty.
Are you telling me that 200 men against your boy is a no-win situation for us? This is why I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Long story short, y'all fucked.
Which they used that same fucking line in Commando, because he literally says, "Wherever Matrix is, we're gonna need a good supply of body bags or whatever." Which
wasn't it his commanding officer?
the General Franklin Kirby.
Yeah, he's upwind. Come on.
Come on. I'm supposed to smell him. I did.
Yeah, I smell this fucking swamp ass.
Man, I really want ham now.
Yeah.
With some puerco pibil. Roasted over an open spit.
Yep.
Yeah, cut the hair off.
Yeah.
Fuck that fur.
That's fiber.
It's like next time, shave the fur off your bush and the hair.
Yeah. I love that too. It was kind of like, that reference earlier when he goes, "What do you use this knife for?" And he goes, "Hunting." And he thought he was joking or being a smart ass. And like you see him hunt with that fucking knife.
No, it's an intimidation tactic, you douche.
Nope. He's listening like a creeper.
Yeah. It'd be funny if he had his finger down on the button, on the walkie button. Rambo hears all this shit they're saying.
Yeah.
Like that scene in Airplane whenever he goes, he's like, I got to build up his confidence. And then, like, now, have you ever flown a double-engine plane? He goes, no, never. He still has his finger like, Jesus. We might as well just tell him that we're fucked. We might as well just tell him to just take the plane over Lake Michigan, and there'll be less casualties. And you see both Elaine and Stryker can hear every word he's saying. Yeah.
Hey, was that Clint Howard? It looked like him. Hey, what you talking about?
Yeah, football practice.
Yeah, pancakes.
Just 5 more minutes, Mom. Just 5 more minutes.
I was checking it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I was
Charmin.
dreaming about being in a movie with Dolly Parton, yo. I remember, we saw Rice on the Drive, and I was so mad. I think it was a double bill with the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Oh, that was always done. Mm-hmm. Right.
Luckily, I fell asleep before Best Little Whorehouse in Texas started.
So you never found out if it actually was the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas?
Oh, yeah. And if Dolly Parton was the best little whore in the whorehouse.
I always love the Venture Brothers where Dr. Venture sees that, there's a little risque film with a young Miss Dolly Parton called Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I'm going to be staying in and watching that.
Burt Reynolds in it.
Yeah, he's the sheriff of that. But he goes like, Doc, what are you? He's like, I'm just watching the worst porno ever. I missed you. I missed your musk. Being with you, Johnny.
Colonel, remember that time we were alone? It was just me and you, trapped in that foxhole.
We were trying to keep each other warm, What is it, gay?
It's the reality of the war, bro. You gotta huddle for warmth.
And also, they told me to get away because I look like some bum,
Don't even let me eat a cheeseburger.
They drove me out of town. That seems to happen a lot to me. Only Sewell.
They started it.
Yeah, the covering his ass, that was in that foxhole.
Yeah.
Modern day, he'd be like, you're talking to Troutman, if they remade this in the modern day, he'd be like, well, this whole situation, I could sum it up with the quote by the late Herman Cain. Blame yourself.
Change your first blood. Oh, the title of the movie. Ooh.
She was mine. I said tits. Because you saw my titties. Sorry. That's a Critical Role joke that has swept work.
Pay attention to me, please.
See, he is an asshole. He popped his collar and everything.
I mean, Deckard pops his collar, too. So,
No, it's fucking Deckard, man. It's the future.
Well.
That's the best 2009 had to offer.
Or it was 2019.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The Weekend Warriors.
Yep. I was just going to say that. Look at all these guys with handlebar mustaches and shit. Just like the Hells Angels wearing ponchos. But I mean, really think about it, like how little Stallone is actually in this movie now.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like, yeah. Oh, well, there he is.
Holy shit, it's almost like he came out of mud.
Is this where he terrorized? Oh, we're about to see Kyle Rittenhouse here in a minute. There he is! Kill that little fucker! He'll rat you out. No witnesses.
Shit. It's that kid from the Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah.
Like, now you know why he disappeared in the woods.
He was murdered by Rambo.
Paul, I almost got raped.
Some cops would have been like, hey, guys, don't go into the woods. There's a guy out there.
But it's deer season.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I got to get me a buck.
And then Starman will bring it back.
And then Jason, the guy who plays Jason Voorhees in the final chapter, will punch him.
Woo!
Everybody's got that place rigged.
Yep.
Yes, I know exactly where it is. Now listen to me very carefully. Surround the area with everything you've got, but don't move in. I repeat, don't move in. In fact, don't do anything till I get
Yeah, about the no shooting thing, fuck it.
Yeah.
like 20 guys shooting at him and ain't doing shit. And he shoots one gun, and all of a sudden they're all like, "Oh my god, no!"
Yeah.
I mean, they got to open the pharmacy tomorrow, so
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
The one guy with the blue eyes is like,
He's like, I can't get up. Yeah,
I ain't going up there.
There's the handlebar.
Steve, when you and Bruce head around these trees, go to the front of that mine.
Screw that, Clinton.
The right drop of BMW.
I got a proctology exam tomorrow.
Although I think I might not need it after
It's
this.
just the fat guy from the basketball team in Teen Wolf. I'm just getting all 80s tastic in here today.
That ain't no Chubbs.
Yeah. That's Francis from Pee-wee, isn't it? Also,
Yeah. It wasn't
It was actually him. Yeah.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah.
Where's Francis? He's taking a bath. Oh, really hosing him down.
That's another one I saw on the drive-in when I was a kid.
I think he referred to that as a bazooka. It is not. It is a Lars rocket.
Oh, shit. You're aiming it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Go back to the pharmacy. They missed you.
Suck on this a one time.
Best line in that movie. Best line in that movie. Suck on this a one time.
I always love this dude, the mustache guy's reaction here.
Sorry. They tell him to
It's like Weird Al Yankovic.
Which, think about UHF, whenever he does Rambo parodies. Which Rambo 4 kind of reminded me of, like the whole thing about him just, when he just walks up that guy and just cuts his head off.
It's like, when you say bullseye, like I can imagine the direction for that guy. When you say bullseye, can you over-exaggerate every single syllable?
Hey, it's Jan Michael Vincent.
Oh shit, it's Airwolf.
Yeah, and there's
Are they going to
Borgnine.
impale Ming the Merciless on the front of that chopper? It's like, why does your helicopter have a boner?
It's aroused.
It's like, it gets Wi-Fi. We done blowed up a mine shaft.
We didn't think you'd mind.
This is not a visual medium we're on right here, okay?
Well, they can visualize it in their minds what I did. So. Wink!
Yeah. Wait a minute, we blew up a mine shaft. Why did we do that?
He doesn't actually work at the drugstore. He's just a junkie.
Oxycodone.
He has a very bad habit.
Look, I have these matches in my knife here.
Ah, shit is burning my finger. Something that does kind of I noticed they're not strike anywheres. The ones that come with the replica knives. There's like a little sandpapery thing you have to have. So it's like, okay, so if you lose that, you can't light those matches. Yeah.
I'm gonna burn my fingers. Oh man, you're gonna singe your knife. It's gonna get all this color bluish.
It's just tempering the steel.
The riddle of the steel.
Yes.
Yes.
Flesh is not strong, boy. Steel is not strong, boy. Flesh is stronger. My son. Anyways, First Blood.
Okay, you broke me.
His power.
It happens at least once a podcast. That's what it is.
What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
It's just the way he's looking at me. Yes. Like, no!
Oh. You're welcome.
What's my direction for this scene? You ever see Star Trek 2? Everything that Ricardo Montalban did, but do it real. Need that realness.
Oh no, his poncho.
Gasoline. I'm gonna take a shit in it.
Smells good.
I mean, it's a pleasant smell,
Oh, he's like, it's in the air. He's making a torch. You can smell it.
He's thinking about how years from now he's going to be in a scene with Angie Everhart where she's on him naked. With David Caruso in that movie as well, Jade.
Was that Jade?
Yeah. And Angie Everhart, I'm kind of going like the whole like 6 Degrees shit here. Angie Everhart dated Sylvester Stallone. So,
And then he was in a really shitty vampire movie.
yeah. Which I have not masturbated to ever. That would be ridiculous. I have.
No judgment. No judgment here.
I saw that movie in the theater.
So did I.
Yeah.
Hope you weren't jerking off in the theater.
Theaters.
Oh, no.
Was Pee-wee there?
Well, unfortunately, he wasn't, boys and girls.
That was that era, too. Like, you know that wound on your arm there? You're sloshing around in that stank-ass water? You might have an infection.
Oh, it hasn't gone septic yet. I love his Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool coat.
Yeah.
I'm going to teasel him about his name.
Look at that dead bobcat head or whatever.
And then that giant dildo next to it.
I use the one when I need to relax.
I think I can get out of this way.
Hey guys, you seen One-Eyed Willie down here? Hey, you guys.
I found the sheriff centipedes.
Maybe he'll run into Brand.
One of the other Goonies.
Yeah.
Speaking, that's funny that we brought that up because that was the other movie we might have watched tonight.
Yep. That was my other choice.
Yeah.
We haven't watched that one yet. No, yeah.
I was up to either one of them.
We now know what part.
We got another movie to watch.
Yeah. And I don't think Henry Jones Sr. would have made it through this part.
No.
Mm-mm.
Most likely not.
Yeah. He hates rats. He's scared to death of them.
I always thought it was funny the way he is gleefully saying it. He's like, yeah, my dad's scared of me.
Yeah. He wouldn't have made it past the rats. He hates rats. He's scared to death of them.
They just want to hang out.
And I mean, that's possible food, so go easy.
I guess in the book it was bats. It was a bat cave, not a rat cave.
He digs a little bit deeper, goes a little bit further into the mine, and all of a sudden he turns around, he runs into Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Hey, who are you?
I'm Batman.
Well, that's kind of a funny name.
You and I were split right down the middle. Ooh, scary.
It's like 120 proof.
Yeah.
And he's got a cigar right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to burn this place down.
I think they're in the Oakwood. It's a Chicago place. So
Sure it's not the Green Mill?
No, it's not as classy.
Oh, it's the 80s when you got a sideways ponytail.
She got that from her Jane Fonda workout tape.
This is the set of Rhinestone, isn't it?
You know? Also, yeah, you see Stallone standing up on stage singing. I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah. I've kind of got an erection right now thinking about it.
That car was just a little bit more centered. He'd have the Harrison Ford.
Yep.
We had orders. We don't speak of those orders.
But we'll talk about Fight
happened.
Club.
Yeah.
You ever think about underwater mining? Another Richard Crenna movie.
I mean, he is the real McCoy.
I'm trying to think of other movies he's been in. Death Ship.
Yep.
That was a waste.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh,
While I was
Summer.
watching it, I was like, wow, like somebody saw this when they made Event Horizon.
I was gonna say Summer Rental.
Summer Rental,
Yeah.
yes.
He was a real shithead in that one.
The only thing that ever comes to mind when I think of Richard Crenna is
Oh, and Hot Shots Part 2.
I always forget that he's in that.
Because he's basically playing a parody of himself.
Well, the thing is, like when somebody says Richard Crenna, either two things pop up. It's either a Rambo movie or it's Leviathan.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just always those two.
Same director on
Yeah.
both of those.
Mhm.
Second
Yep.
one,
So,
his son directed.
That are you?
I was just thinking
That's
of
weird, though.
this makes me think of Daylight. There's no way out.
Try harder, you piece of shit. That was another quote I got from that video of his from Daylight, where he was like he keeps on saying that the tunnel's trying to kill him,
Yeah.
and it almost does at one point, and he goes, "Try harder, you piece of shit."
Hey, shit. I'm so jacked right now.
Oh shit!
A lot of the places I could have came out.
Why not near the burger place?
What was going to eat? I guess the boy I kind of ate, but whatever. Who cares?
It's funny to think that the guy who directed Rambo 2 and Leviathan and Tombstone and all that,
Yeah.
his son directed Mandy.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And that other one. Or you did that one? I was thinking of the one with the based off of Lovecraft.
Oh
That
no,
also-
that's the guy who directed Harley.
Oh, okay.
That's all accidents happen.
I don't know.
What do you got in the back, Robert?
It's 60.
I got no beef with you, man.
Okay, Robert.
My neck.
Oh no, God! I was driving 3 miles an hour.
Mommy.
Push me!
The bigger kid stole my truck.
Let me steal your car. Police emergency.
This is the worst Christmas ever. Which I love how now it's suddenly at Christmas.
Yeah.
You see like the tree and shit.
Looks like somebody called too soon. That Rambo guy. Don't know what to say.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, this takes place at Christmas. Does Shane Black write it?
Mm,
I knew you'd appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he only wrote it and didn't direct it, because he has no business directing movies.
Yeah.
Oh, the Last Boy Scout doesn't take place during Christmas. It's the one that he wrote that doesn't take place during Christmas. Oh, it's Halloween. Also, have you ever noticed how Last Boy Scout and Last Boy Scout and God, what's the one with him, Ryan Reynolds, the good guys, or the other guy? No, not the other guys. That's Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Nice Guys. They're the
Oh, yeah.
movie.
It's Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Those are literally the same movies. They're just slightly different. I want to kick you with my deuce.
That's him actually listening to the director. That's the way he's
All right, Sly, I need you to. Those guys are fucked.
Straight up murderized him.
He's warring. I think this is a bridge too far.
Bro.
Nothing is over. Sorry, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You know, say what you will, but the Army Corps of Engineers make some good cars.
Now you know what the Humvees are all made out of. Those cars.
It got dark really fast.
Yeah. Well, the sun went behind the mountain.
He's driving so fast, he's traveling through time.
Oh, man, he's drunk.
It's like, what did the town do to you? Just these asshole cops. I'll blow this shit up.
Also, this is a mounted version of
This is like fuck your couch on a large scale.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is like that particular type of N60. It's not meant to be. They have ones.
Mounted.
Yeah, they have ones that are meant to like they have that little handle on them. But yeah, that particular type of M60 is not meant to be held. It's meant to be mounted.
Oh shit! Is this Carrie?
Creepy Carrie. Or no, it's Christine. It's Christine, and that was
in the book. She like blew up the gas station. She walked past it on the way home. Kind of thing.
Hey, what's going on out there, guys?
Is that a fire?
Shit, let's get the hell out of town.
Get the Hells Angels to do it. They'll do anything for $1.
We're gonna
Is
hang out.
Chevron still a thing?
No, Dairy Queen sure is.
I never heard of Esso.
It's Kink's place.
This whole town is made up of gas stations. Shit.
Yeah.
Gas stations and fast food.
I know, it's just a small town. They got like 5 gas stations next to each other.
We're horrible at our job.
Oh yeah. This explosion brought to you by
The
Cool
Cools.
Lights.
Yeah. You smoke what you are.
Okay, by the way, Sheriff. What's the name of the storefront? Sheriff. We're right across from shopping.
What's the deal with that picture of the ape there in the corner? That was kind of weird.
That's a self-portrait.
Oh.
That's what he's like on the inside. He's an animal. The damn dirty ape. Just so happened to have an arsenal in this small, quaint little mountain town.
I've been stockpiling for years.
You did this. You did this.
Easily avoidable. It's like, not taking a vaccine and then dying of COVID. Easily avoidable.
Those guys in Wisconsin, when I went to visit my buddy Ryan up in Milwaukee, we went to this ice cream place that's basically outdoors. It's like the way the old Dairy Queen used to be. You walk up and order. So we're standing there waiting for our order, and then these two older guys walk by me and my buddy Ryan, and we had our masks on, and they weren't wearing theirs. They walked past us, and the guy that was second in line kind of stopped and backtracked, and then looked at us and shook his head, like we're ruining his party or something like that. And I was just kind of like, you can go ahead and die of COVID. I won't mind.
Yeah. In fact, probably speed up the process.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're bad at that job, sir.
He's
you definitely do not have the temperament to be a police officer.
I mean, he's really more like the Brad Wesley of this town than its sheriff. So.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's got something to prove. Like he's I got to be Mr. Macho. Yeah. Spraying the gas fire coming out of that ground with the hose is really going to do a lot of good.
Yeah.
How about you go and turn that crank to shut the gas off?
Oh, we're a bunch of dumb hicks,
in our quaint little mountain town. Oh, and by the way, Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch.
The attic. He'll never suspect.
Yeah. If he's smart, he'll bring the ladder back up when he's done. But, this is Sheriff Trico we're talking about here.
I thought his name was Teasel.
Is it Teasel? No, Teasel. Treacle, whatever. He's a douche. I'm going to start taking pot shots from the roof. Oh, wait a minute.
Delicatessen. What a fucked up movie.
I know, he's so fat. He's right next to the deli. I should talk. I live right next to a McDonald's.
Excuse me, it's just a delicatessen.
It's French. French fries. French dressing.
And to drink, Peru. I can't even think of that actress's name right now.
Kim
Darby. Kim Darby, yeah.
I always remember her from Star Trek.
You don't remember her from Teen Wolf also?
Teen Wolf 2?
Yeah.
I never actually watched it.
It's T-O-O.
I rephrase. I've only seen bits and pieces of that movie. I never actually wanted to finish it.
Yeah, because Kim Darby's in...
Speaking of which, I just bought the first one. She's the mother in that?
She's not the mother. She's like a teacher or something, I think.
I watched her get killed in Halloween 6.
By the boogeyman.
Yeah. Boogeyman.
I was loving that one, how the dad's such an over-the-top asshole. And he's like, the boogeyman.
And then he gets his head blown up.
Yeah.
Look at this elaborate gun shop. It's like Vegas gun shop.
Is this the same one that Schwarzenegger raided in Commando?
Yeah. He's looking for the. Gotta look for the button.
Secret button that
has all the black. Yeah,
rocket launcher. With
yeah, has all the black market weapons and shit. Oh, he's looking for it.
Oh wait, they've got fishing nets. I'm good.
Also, why did
hit the shelf?
I don't understand why
Fuck yourself.
I don't understand why he gave up his M60. He clearly has more ammo for it.
Yeah.
All these guns in front of you that you could be using. But he's like, nope, I'm just going to go for the flammable stuff.
It's gunpowder.
Yeah.
All right, he's making a distraction. That's what it was. It was just like a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Does the side of that barrel he's using to say Acme on it? Acme gunpowder. Yeah, shoot it, you dum dum.
And then he just sticks a little sign that says bird seed in it.
He's gonna ride the rocket into the sky.
Oh, that was technically a Disney sound effect, not a Warner Brothers, but still.
Don't you believe it? Crembo. What's with all he did right? Crembo. Black rifles, shotguns, black powder. Everything you need to make a homemade bomb.
Better give away your position there, Teasel.
Yeah, you dum-dum. Is it over? Nope.
I guess that office party is canceled.
Yeah.
I think Christmas is canceled.
Yeah. It's assault on Precinct 13.
The event that ruined Christmas. For everything.
Well, hey, at least there's a nuclear shelter there.
He shot in the dick. Through the floor.
You'll never think to look up at the skylight.
Yeah. This tiny trailer where we got our sheriff's department in.
It's a mobile home.
Oh, sorry. It's a double wide batch. I was like, that's like the jankiest friggin' sheriff's office I've ever seen. There's one thing your dick doesn't have, Mr. Teasel. Bullets in it.
Yeah.
Attention stick.
I'm a sucker for conversation. Oh, sorry, wrong Stallone movie.
So, tell me about the 3 seashells.
We watched that one. We watched that one, right?
Oh, yeah, we have watched a Stallone movie before.
Yeah.
Oh! These nuts!
My junk! Down I go.
Shot these nuts!
Oh, skylights, my only weakness.
It's my kryptonite.
I say impress you, filthy animal.
You did this. It's not fucking convincing. Don't do it. This is like his first day on the set. Like when he just showed up, you're doing the script. What's your line? Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Well, so if you saw the original ending of this movie before they reshot it,
it ends very differently.
yes,
Yeah.
Let's just go. I'll just say that there wouldn't have been many sequels.
Yeah, and well, that's closer to how the book ends.
Yeah. They both die in the book. They kill each other.
Yeah.
I think
I think Rambo
actually Colonel Troutman actually shoots him in the book.
Yeah. Which they use that scene later on in was it it's Rambo 4. They use the scene of him shooting himself. It's like a dream sequence.
Have a Coke and smile.
Yeah, this massacre brought to you by Coca-Cola.
And I mean, I know I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's kind of his delivery of when he talks about the legs.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
And it also makes you think of the scene in Major Payne whenever he's telling the kid the bedtime story that's not appropriate for the kid.
Oh yeah.
Bubba told me he couldn't feel his legs. I said, Bubba, you ain't got no legs.
Hey, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah. And just flopping and kicking.
They're flopping and kicking around. We show a little trick to get your mind off that pain.
And you will feel a little bit of pressure.
back here. I can't even hold the job. Fucking guys!
So yeah, this was like I said, this is clearly them trying to show this is PTSD before like really people were acknowledging what PTSD was.
Guys, who are my friends? Back here, this nothing. Remember the enforcer? When I came in, I took one of those medical markers and I said, Pharaoh, we mailed us to Las Vegas because we're always talking about Vegas and this fucking car. This red 58 Chevy convertible is talking about this car. He said we're going to cruise till the tires fall off.
This looks like it's a reshoot. Like that scene looked like it was a reshoot.
Blood on his face is a little different.
Yeah.
Because he grabbed in the other version, he grabs Troutman's gun. And
it basically like makes him.
And they said, sir, shine, please, shine. I said, no, you kept asking.
Because I think
Lardy's a little bit different too.
Yeah.
And the box is wired. They open up the box. So you know his body all over the place.
EJ Rambo. Sorry, I couldn't. It was there.
And then the beat dropped.
I mean, I the dubstep, you know. Yeah.
I don't think he did anything quite like this until he did Copland.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the original, because he was nominated for the original Rocky.
No, I'm just saying, like after this came out, I was like, I think the next movie where he actually like showed off how good he could be was like Copland. Everything else is just like action movies.
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, like, because he has, oddly enough, he has 2 Academy Award nominations. Both of them he played Rocky.
Yeah.
So.
It was Balboa, wasn't it?
Creed. Which I really thought he was going to win, but then that the guy from it's the guy from Ready Player One and Don't Look Up.
Oh, yeah.
It was Bridge of Spies, like where he beat him. Yeah, so right here.
You're gonna get eaten by a perihelion. What is that? I don't know. You'll find out.
Oh, I think that's a perihelion. That last shot, like that was essentially the change. Was that that's where he was supposed to kill him, technically, I guess he kills himself. Yeah. He forces Troutman to shoot him, uses his gun to shoot him, and that's how the book ends too. And there would have been no sequel. That means no franchise, no sequel. Oh, and
you got to be thinking at this point in time, they're probably saying like this movie is a one and done.
Yeah.
Where can you go from here? He fucked up. He's going to jail for fucking up his town.
Yeah.
But then James Cameron found a way.
He raised the bar. But yeah, no, and it's so this one is so different from all the other Rambo movies because I mean, we were talking about before. It's very much like a drama. It's about this guy who's this tortured person who essentially he explodes. He what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, he gets pushed. He gets pushed to the point where he reacts and he has an episode and I mean the rest of them are just like, all right, well, apparently he no longer has PTSD. He just is totally comfortable with killing people.
Yeah, he got over it.
Yeah.
So let's give him all the guns and send him back into Vietnam, where the shit started to begin with.
Yeah. You can win the war this time.
Yeah. He's like, no, but we make a lot of money.
I just remember Mark. I love how the sequel has Martin. Or was it Mark or Martin Cove? Yeah, I love how he's in it because I just remember thinking, oh, that's the bad guy from Karate Kid. He's going to be a bad guy in this too.
The amount of times that part 2 got played in my house, my mother had like an obsession with that fucking movie. and she would play it like almost every other day.
Oh, fucking Rambo.
She just like looking at his fucking pecs.
And probably the scene when he gets pulled out of like the weird leech pit,
The poop pit.
leech poop pit, and you get to see his you get to see his ass. I'm sure
You get to see his ass in this.
Yeah, he loved
it's wet.
He loved to show his ass, and also in
Clean.
and wet and clean, and in the Specialist as well. So
I forget about that weird ass sex scene.
they were him and Sharon Stone.
That awkward ass sex scene. That movie sucks.
Yeah.
And don't forget Eric Roberts is in it.
Happy my king!
They took my dog.
That is the worst acting.
Yeah.
And the thing, didn't he get nominated for Runaway Train?
Yeah.
You would have known by watching that movie.
Oh god. And then Star 80, yeah, he was.
Dan Hill sang the theme song to Running Man too. They played over the end credits.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
That's a movie I would love to watch.
Running Man, yeah.
Running Man.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Zero now playing Zero.
Hey, cutie pie.
Oh, I love that movie. Yes, and then to drive it.
Yeah.
That was the first time I realized that my grandmother had a boner for Schwarzenegger. The whole movie, we sat in that theater watching Running Man. Every 30 seconds, my grandmother, oh my.
So your grandmother was much like the old lady in Running Man?
Yeah. Like, he's a bad motherfucker.
No. I specifically know what she says. She goes, he's one mean motherfucker. And the reason I know that is because I love the edit on regular TV was one of my favorite edits.
Oh, really?
Because they go,
not as bad as where'd you get that scar eating pineapple?
Oh, no. Here it is. He's one mean mound of flesh.
Just watching showgirls on FX.
Where they put like the
bras on everybody.
Oh.
It's like, what's the point?
Well, yeah.
First Blood.
Yeah. First Blood.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. Probably one of his best. He shows off his acting chops.
It still to this day baffles me why they thought it would make for good sequels.
Yeah. And they're nothing like this.
No, they just turned into generic action movies.
Yeah, but
I do like the fourth one.
Yeah.
Mostly because holes are being blown in people. You get to watch a guy get liquefied in the front.
Well, and that was kind of the thing though too. He always tried to in the later ones. He always tried to have kind of a message. With
the second one didn't really have anything.
I know. Yeah.
Really didn't either.
The third. Yeah. Well, the third one was kind of like, free Afghanistan.
But then again, I'm going to ram a helicopter with a tank at the same time.
Yeah. I remember when as somebody who grew up in Oklahoma, I remember when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, he was kind of thinking about toying with the idea of doing a Rambo movie where he fights domestic terrorists. And of course, that never happened.
Well, don't forget, they also wanted to make a Rambo sequel where he fought an alien.
Oh, really?
That was the original idea for part 5.
Oh, wow.
No, it's just, what?
It's called Predator.
He's like, no, that's just not Rambo.
Yeah.
That was the original idea that they're no.
I don't understand why you want me to fight an alien, This is kind of weird.
If I was not trying to
he probably said, I don't know why you want me to fight an extraterrestrial, You want me to fight Alf, an alien life form?
Go for it. All right, so any final thoughts on First Blood, Sean?
No matter how many times I see it, still great. Still brings back those memories.
So sometimes not an easy movie to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always would have liked kind of a prequel, like to see his time in Vietnam. Yeah, and what he went through. Like if we get flashbacks and all, even in some of the sequels, they always show like a little
all torture
stuff and stuff.
Which or even it could be about more like the unit that he was in.
Because we talked about it when he's crying his eyes out.
Yeah.
So see all the people.
I want to see the guy get blown up by the shoebox. And
Shybox.
I don't know what your legs are.
First Blood, great flick. Once again, I want to thank you, Sean, for joining us. And for those of you listening, thank you for listening. And remember, if you like what we do here, just a bunch of guys who grew up with fun pop culture movies and love to talk about them. Please, by all means, like, subscribe, and most importantly, what should they do, Chris? Share! Share, you know? You gotta share!
Check me out on YouTube, 8BitGlitch79. I do a lot of coverage on video games, retro video games, modern video games, video game collecting. So
Games Monthly, bro.
That's right. Video Games Monthly, Retro Game Treasure, all that stuff. So please check it out. Also on Instagram and Twitter, same name. So give me a follow there.
Nothing is over!